Hey guys, welcome back to Red Flag Racing. I'm Rissy, and if I sound a bit awful, it's because, well, I've been spending the last week oscillating between the pure hype and total confusion of what is preseason and the last liveries.
And I'm Jocelyn. I have been staring at my screen, looking at the calendar, having a countdown because we are officially one Sunday away from the first official race of the 2026 season. We are very excited. We can't wait to talk about everything else with you guys. But obviously, we have to finish up the liveries. We have to talk about the last four teams out of the 11 that were released. And so, obviously, we're a little late. Apologies. Life kind of
We're
got the best of
severely late.
us. Life got the best of us, but we do have three episodes planned pretty back to back right now. So it's going to be an exciting time regardless.
I'm stressed, we're stressed, but we're gonna get it out for you.
We're going to do
It's
it.
gonna be great.
It's going to happen.
So, you're gonna see more of our face in a week than you'd probably like, but
Yeah.
oh well.
But this episode is also probably going to be the shortest one that we have because it's only four teams. We're not going to be talking about much. There's not a lot when it comes to a couple of the teams in
Right.
realms of new things, in realms of very drastic changes or anything like that. So we're just kind of covering the basics.
Yep. All right, so let's get into it, starting with McLaren's livery and team
Yes.
kits. So the livery, to me, in my opinion, obviously I like Lando, I like McLaren, but guys, what's going on? Are we very superstitious or what's up? Because the car kind of looks the same.
Kinda. It basically
So
is the same. The only difference is that they have a couple extra little teal modifications throughout the car. But
right.
basically brand placement is the same, color blocking is the same. I saw somewhere on Twitter that somebody said that it's the same 2025 car just with a slight haircut.
No, literally. Literally. And the team kits, the race suits, I hate the race suits. I've been seeing that people are calling them carrots, and
The
honestly, I
carrot
can see
tops.
it. Ugh, I hate it, but you know what? It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm gonna rep my boy Lando.
Yeah.
It is what it
Well, I
is.
think the biggest thing that you were saying is the part that made you the happiest was saying the number one in papaya.
Yes,
So
that
that is something
number
that
one on Lando.
you were very
I'm
excited
so
about that.
excited.
I
Oh,
think for me, I haven't seen much about the race suits overall. I think I did send you a meme about the whole carrot situation comparison.
right.
So that's as much as I've seen. I haven't really delved into the race suits overall, but I think they are very much sticking with the if it's not broke, don't fix it type of attitude.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's superstition. Maybe it's more so they were
Very
voted and had
superstitious.
maybe they were voted in just kind of keeping the livery as the same style. Maybe they didn't want to branch out that much. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Oh
But
well. I mean, tis what it is.
basically the same type of
But
livery. I think the teal is a very, very nice accent. I will say that much. I think bringing out those extra colors instead of just the usual papaya, black, and like white
right.
accents, it's that's standard. That's McLaren for you. But at the same time, adding in that little extra pop of color when it comes to the teal, I think really, really looks nice. And it's complementary to the rest of the colors. It doesn't clash. It doesn't have any of those, oh, that does not belong there moments. But yeah, I think it's pretty
Yes.
good. I think it's good. I think
Our,
it's good.
And if we're going to talk about basic, can we get into Aston Martin as well? Because, I mean, it's different, but it's still the same. I was actually kind of excited with all the secrecy behind their
Yeah.
Instagram and whatnot. We also went over the debate when we were at the Peterson. Isn't going to have more yellow? Is it going to be this?
Yeah.
Is it going to look more like the 2023 car?
Yeah.
And although it's pretty, I feel like they could have done more.
I think with the what is it, the AMR 26, right? Is what it's called. With
Yes.
the AMR 26, I think kind of touching base on what you were saying when we were talking at the Peterson, I do like that it's a matte finish of the British Racing Green. I do very much like that difference and separation that they did in comparison to the gloss that they usually have with the liveries. But I think with the electric yellow trim, it's kind of giving, what are those like stripes, the fluorescent stripes that people put on their bikes so when you're driving at night, you're
Oh,
more
the like
visible?
caution stripes so you don't
Yes.
get
So
hit.
that's
Dude,
what I see
I
it as.
wish, in my opinion, I wish there was a little bit more yellow. I wish there was a little bit more hints of yellow. Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now, like on my phone, obviously.
Uh,
And I don't know. Like you were saying, what if they did like a
oh,
reflective
like the
kind of
two-toned reflective one.
type?
I kept telling, I
Yes.
remember when we were at the Peterson, I had brought it up because Alonso's car was on display. What was it, the 2024? Was it 2024 or 2025 car? I think it was 24.
I think it was the 23.
Was it? I don't know. It was definitely, I don't
I
think
don't
it
know.
was it, but it was Alonso's car. Um and I was telling Riss about it where we're discussing it before it was released, before the livery was officially released out into the world, before it was fully public, where we knew that they were talking about adding a little bit more of a yellow. But I thought that they were kind of going to go on the basis of doing like a dual toned paint, where depending on the way that the car would drive on the track, it would kind of shift into like a yellow tone, kind of like the June bugs that we have that go
Yeah.
all around during the summer. So I thought that would have been really, really nice having it be green when it's direct. And then as it shifts and it goes around all those turns, it would turn into more of like a glimmering yellow type of color pattern. Um, don't get
Yes.
me
That
wrong,
would have been so
green and
pretty.
yellow, green and yellow go well together. I think it's, again, a complementary color, but it's very traffic is the word that comes into mind. It's very traffic mod. Like, I very much see that being a sign being used with the crosswalk people as they're like helping the school kids come
Oh
down
my god. I'm so
like
dead. I mean,
in
I
the best
like
way
the green
possible.
color that I like the green color that Aston Martin is
Yeah.
for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
also the freaking all the sponsors all over the car is just it's no rhyme or reason to it. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, we just stick them on there and call it a
Yeah.
day. We have too many sponsors,
Yeah. What I will say
which isn't
though
a bad
is
thing, but at the same time, there's a way to make things look decent, and
yeah.
I feel like that isn't
Yeah. No,
it.
I agree. I agree. I think that's one of the biggest things that we've been kind of picking apart when it comes to these cars is just the brand placement. I think there's a couple different ways that they could have done it, not completely moving it from the spaces that they have. I know that these companies pay really good money for the spaces that they have on those cars, but I think there's
Yes,
probably a better way to depict them where it's more complementary to the car and it doesn't take away from the brand and the car itself together. But I think on top of
exactly.
that too, this is the first Aston Martin that we have with Adrian Newey um, working on it. So
Mm, yes, yes.
with Aston Martin,
Working on it,
yes,
yes.
yes.
With Aston
Um,
Martin, yeah.
so it's kind of interesting to see where he comes into play. He Newey is one of the like we call him the Da Vinci's of the creation world when it comes to those cars. So I think it's interesting to see how he came about it. Um, I think overall, when it came to testing, he might not be completely happy, but that's a separate episode that we shall be
We'll
talking
talk about
about.
that next episode.
Yes. But I think it's just very much same thing, same deal, just Matt.
Yeah, just Matt.
Yeah.
But all right, so as we're talking sponsors and whatnot, let's dive into Williams because obviously
William.
you have Duracell as a Williams sponsor and they
Yes.
use the top
The
part airflow box
iconic
that is the
battery
Duracell
airbox.
battery.
Yes. I love
Yes,
it. I
and
know you did say that it's not your favorite. it is not
It's
your
not my cup of
favorite over.
tea, no.
No, but I do think it's hilarious. Every single time I see it, I just think of a freeze frame toy car with a battery being placed into the top. And I think that's like the perfect placement for it.
Yeah,
So I do think they're kind of going back into their roots with the gloss heritage blue. And there is a very
right.
massive white side pod in the sides.
It's a white and blue side pod. I feel like yeah, I get you want to have different tones of different
Yeah,
colors, and I don't know sponsor wise like what the sponsor wanted and whatnot, but at the same time I can't get behind it. I don't care for it. Although I do
yeah.
like the blues and the how they flow together,
Hmm.
but having the white the like slash and then the light blue like
Yeah,
I don't know. It's I guess when it goes like by really fast, it's pretty, but
I feel
just
that.
looking at it, I'm kind of not.
I think the biggest thing too is that it's supposed to be the 30th anniversary tribute to the Damon Hill's
Yes.
1996 championship car. So, kind of tying back into the last liveries that have been released, we have been seeing that a lot of cars have been kind of bringing out this tribute side to their liveries, kind of bringing out the um, older nostalgic side of F1. And so I think with the Williams in particular, kind of having it be with Damon Hill, it's a nice little touch to the Williams history.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see as to why.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I keep
But
saying, I think I'm just a hater this season, but it's
but I
fine.
mean, we're not completely haters because if we're talking about the very last car that was released, well, not the last car. It wasn't the
The
very last
last
car.
car, the livery release, we almost missed because we were having
At a
too much
bar
fun during the Super Bowl.
having fun during the Super Bowl, which, by the way, can we bring that up? If you don't know who we're talking about, obviously we're talking about Cadillac. And so Cadillac decided to do the
Yes.
most American thing in the world, and they decided to release their livery during the Super Bowl. So when
And also in New York, in a box.
yes, it was in Times Square,
So
which shout
random.
out to our friend Haley. Haley was the one that she does live in New York
Yes.
and she has been kind of delving into the world of F1 because of us. And so I think it was very, very sweet that since she does live in New York and she doesn't live that far from Times Square, she sent us kind of like a video of the box being in the middle of Times Square. And she's like, is this for you guys? Like, is this
She was like, guys, what
something?
is this? Help.
And so
And we were
we're all
like,
like,
we
what
got
the
you.
heck? Like, what's Cadillac doing in Times Square? This,
And
and
I'm
this.
sitting here planning how do we get to New York in less than 24
24 hours.
hours.
But
uh,
yeah, I mean, talking back on it, we almost missed the commercial because it was a Super Bowl commercial that they had. What was it going into the fourth quarter, I think. And Riss and I were having the time of our lives, vibing and dancing to a lot of music. And I was turning and I was talking because
I
we
saw
ran
it
into.
first and I
You
literally
did. You
started
did.
hitting you.
I was in mid conversation with a coworker we found at the bar. When in LA,
And
you
I'm
run
like
into
that
people you
kid
know
that's like, oh my
everywhere.
God, oh my God, oh
You're
my God, oh
like,
my God.
like Josie, Josie, Josie. And it's like I turn around, I'm like, what? And it's like I turn to look at you for a second and I see that you're staring at the TV. So I turn around, say, what? Look up, and I'm like, "Ugh." And I like bring out my phone right away. And I'm just like, "Ah, it's
And I
Cadillac."
think it was the last like 3 seconds of this of the thing too. But let's
No,
talk the
I think
car. Let's talk about it.
I think, okay, if we're talking about exciting vehicles, obviously this is the very first livery that's coming up for Cadillac. Um, and I think they did exceptionally well. I think
I
easily, this is one
oh,
of my
I am
favorite
obsessed with
cars.
it.
Yeah, I think
I'm
having that
obsessed with it.
asymmetrical black and
Okay?
white yin yang type of design where one side's completely black, one side's completely white, and they switch out those designs. So we have on the black side of the vehicle, it's all white lining, white trimming, all sorts of things. And then you see it switch over to the other side, and it's vice versa. It's a white side with black trimming, black details, and everything. And
And I'm here for it because it's so different than
it's
all the
so
other
pretty.
teams. It's different from what we've seen in a while.
Yes. Yes. And I will say there is a picture that came out with an aerial view of the vehicle.
Mhm.
And what you can see is it kind of turns into like a gray gradient. And it's so
Yeah, it
pretty.
kind of flows back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
so I
oh,
do, oh, I can't wait to see that car just going completely ham on the tracks. Um, I think overall it's such a gorgeous car. I think when it comes to the detailing of the sponsors overall, like I don't think it's an eyesore in comparison to some of the
not at
other
all.
cars and the
Everything
liveries.
blends so
Like
well
it's all
together.
placed perfectly. I think they they knew what they were doing. Cadillac knew how to hit the ground running when it came to this car. And I think when it came to Shakedown too, I really, really, really loved their Shakedown car that they had, where it was like the full
Right.
black car with the detailing of the names of all of their workers on the vehicle. So honestly, Cadillac is two for two with me right now when it came to their shakedown vehicle, when it comes to their official
Ugh.
livery that they're releasing. Um,
The only
we
thing
were
I hate from Cadillac is their race suits. That's it.
just a regular black and white suit. I do think when it comes to the suits overall, it's probably maybe the plainest one. Um,
Yes.
but I do like the placement of the sponsors and everything that they have on there. Obviously,
It
they
is
have, what is
clean.
it?
I just don't like
Like
the
Tommy
numbers. The
Hilfiger is one
numbers
of their
just seem
sponsors.
yeah, their
So
sponsors look good, but the numbers I don't like. They seem like very just cheap iron on, put on, call it a day. You
I can
know?
see that. I can see that. I think they probably put more attention into the car than they did in their race suits, which makes sense.
Which is
That's fine.
fine,
That's
as they
fine.
should. Cause when we
But
get to Suzuka and stuff, oh, I'm so excited
we
for
were we were
how
talking
they're gonna
about the
do these
special
special
liveries.
liveries.
Um, Oh my goodness. I think I brought it up with you too, where I have two ideas. Cadillac. If anybody that works for Cadillac is listening, listen, I have a couple of ideas and you can absolutely take it. You don't have to give me any credit. It's fine. But if we're talking about Suzuka and we're keeping kind of like that, like full black styling, I think if you were to do a black car with cherry blossom designs or something similar of that nature, or like maybe switching it up and doing like a pink car with like some black accents
Mhm.
throughout, white accents. I think that would be really, really, really cool. And then come on,
Dude,
obviously we have
yes.
Checo that's driving for Cadillac, and so we do have the Mexico Grand Prix, which is his home race. And I think it would be really, really sick if they did kind of like a Dia de los Muertos stylized livery
Yes.
for that as a special release. I think there is like a huge trend that goes on in Mexico during Dia de los Muertos, where a lot of people, if they have like a darker horse or if they have a black horse completely, they'll paint on the skeleton onto the horse to make it kind of look like a ghost horse.
Right.
So I think if they did like a skeletonized version of the livery, or doing like a black car with Senpatsuchi, which is the flower for Day of the Dead. We have like our little marigolds, or doing like sugar skulls kind of thrown out throughout, having little garlands drawn on. I think that would be iconic. Listen, anybody from
It would be
Cadillac,
pretty.
ah, take the idea. Take the idea. It is yours. I gift it
Yes.
to you. I think that would be iconic. But
I think it ooh, I think it would be too, but okay. Yeah. We just love Cadillac's livery and
yeah,
that's that. I'm not a hater for this one,
no,
guys.
no. I
It
think
took
this is the
it
one where
only
it's like
took
we
11 teams, but yeah.
it only took to the 11th team to be like, yeah.
Uh,
But if we're
no,
talking
literally.
about overall cars, um, Riss, give me your top three. What do you think are your top three vehicles overall with the 11 livery releases at this very moment?
Um, I think like my top 3 would definitely be looking at them Cadillac,
Hmm.
Haas, and then I think probably Mercedes. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I mean, definitely. random as hell, but I don't know. Haas is pretty clean. It's not very in your face.
Yeah.
And then I just like the teal that Mercedes uses.
Yeah.
So,
You're
I
very
don't
much a
know.
teal girly. That is like your one of your go-to colors, just like in standard life.
What?
You're a teal
Yeah.
girly, just
Yeah.
overall. But
Honestly,
okay,
yeah, if you were to see my room, yeah, I'm a teal girly. Yeah.
teal girly all the
What are
way.
yours? What are your top three? I think I
I
know,
think
but
I think for me, it would probably be Cadillac first. I think that one stole the show for me, but I would need to put Red Bull second. I think Red Bull was my favorite one of the first releases that had come out, and it's still very much one of my top favorites. So I would say Cadillac beats it out just a little
right.
bit. So it's Cadillac, Red Bull, and then I'd probably go with Haas. I think Haas's livery is how
Yeah.
you said, it's not so in your face, it's clean, it's nice, it's the color patterns are like they go well with the car. And I stand by what I said last time, where I think it's probably their best livery release to date. um so those would probably be my top
Yeah.
three. I'd go Cadillac, Red Bull, Haas. So
Okay, okay,
yeah.
very cool. Yeah, I think
But
yeah, we kind of have similar opinions, but
yeah, I think
yeah.
it makes sense that you wouldn't put Red Bull up at your top. Just regardless.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Red Bull fan, guys. Sorry. Come at me or
Yeah.
if you want, we can talk about it. Me
It's
and
like
her get
comment at the
into it all the
comments,
time, so
especially last year. Last year,
I
I think,
yeah.
was quite the interesting time for me to be a
I
Red Bull
think we
fan and for
almost
you to
killed
be a
each other in
McLaren fan.
Vegas.
We almost did. We almost did. I think there was a moment where somebody had sent me a message and they said predictions for the weekend, and we decided to send them a video. And Riss the entire time was like, predictions for the weekend. Let me think. Lando, 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 Lando,
Lando,
Lando,
Lando,
Lando,
Lando.
Lando, and Lando. And then I just pop out from the corner. I'm like,
Duh.
Max. So that was
Yeah.
an interesting time for the Vegas GP.
Yeah, but all
we're
right.
not we're not going to
Enough
discuss it,
about
but
last season. Enough about these liveries. We did say it was gonna be a short episode, but
yes,
apparently we just like to yap.
it's okay,
But
it's fine.
catch us next week, or not even next week. Catch us in the next episode in probably like a
Yeah.
few days, maybe hours from
Yep.
now, with all about Bahrain testing and getting into
Yes.
that as much as
Mm-hmm.
we can, as much as we know to share with you.
Yes.
Like we say, like everything is just our opinions for the most part. We're gonna give you
Yeah.
facts and stuff, but
Yeah.
we're just yapping. We just like the sport.
Yeah. And
So
then a couple
yeah,
episodes coming up, we're just going to give you all opinions because we're going to be talking about predictions for the first GP of the season. We're going to be talking about who we think is probably going to be at the top, who's probably going to be at the bottom. Are we going to be talking about any wild cards, any type of situations? And the name of our podcast. Do you think there's going to be any red flags at the Australian GP? So,
exactly.
all 11
We
cars
hope
have
not.
their
But
paint
as
completely
always,
dry. And we're switching on and moving into the pit lane for the next episode.
yes. All right. As always, follow our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all YouTube, our YouTube, obviously. Like, comment, share,
Mm-hmm.
subscribe. Share this with your grandma for all
Yes,
I
yes,
care. Share this with your
yes.
aunt, your uncle, your sibling, your
Your
coworker. I
dog.
don't know, the man on the street. Like, yeah, your dog.
Yes.
Just talk to him
Share it with
about us.
everyone. Share it
But
with
all
everyone.
right.
All
Yeah,
right.
all
That's
right. With
the
that
end of
being
this
said,
episode.
see you guys in the next episode.